Hello and welcome back to Parcel Simulator. We are going to try to get an automated line set up today where we basically just put the parcels on in the beginning and it checks everything it needs to check and then approves it or denies it at the end. And then we'll just have to probably put a sticker on at the end until we save up enough money for those machines. But first thing we need to do is check the shop here. We have tier 9, the scanner prohibited item. This scanner checks for prohibited items. It is locked behind tier 9. So let's go over to tier 9 and unlock that. We only have $16,000, so it's not going to get us very far because we're going to spend money like crazy. So this tier 9 costs $3,000. Let's go ahead and buy that. Unlocks the scanner we need. So now we can purchase the... We're also going to need the cargo type scanner. We have not purchased that in the past. Let's buy that one. Let's buy the prohibited item scanner. And let's buy the... we have some kind of diverter here. The cargo inspection diverter. So if it senses it has a cargo inspection sticker on it, it diverts it. So let's grab that. Let's probably grab some belts. Alright, so we're at $6,000. That's good enough for now. Let's check out. The machines that apply stickers cost $3,000 each, so we'll have to see if we have enough for that at the end. We're already short on money. Alright, so we're going to make the line run the opposite way. We're going to make it run down the factory towards that end wall over there. So we are going to just take some of this stuff down and just get it out of our way for now. I'll leave the machines up so we can see what we have. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is put it through a sticker checker. Sticker checker is just going to check to see if it has a pre-approved sticker or a pre-denial sticker on it and route it accordingly. That way we can not submit that through the rest of the system if it doesn't need to be. If it's already approved or denied, we don't need it to be in the system. So I believe that is this one here. So we'll put that right here. I think we're going to put the denial out the left-hand side. So let's rotate this. That looks good there. So this checks to see if it's approved or denied. If it's denied, it comes out this side. Approved, it comes out this side. Okay, next up I think we'll do the cargo type. I don't suppose it really matters what order we put these in, but so that'll be cargo type. We're just going to make sure all denials go to the left-hand side. All approvals go to the right-hand side. So as cargo type, this one we're going to save. This is weight. We'll take this one. Move that down here. We'll put that in there. And then we'll do, what is this one here? This is serial number. Move that one down to there. Can grab the country. That is not the machine we needed. This is the country one here. We should probably put this one by the instead of cargo type. Seems like the country's more often wrong than the cargo type, but whatever. Put that down there. So that's denial. So all denials are coming out the left hand side still. And what is this one? This one is the stamp. Nice. So it's valid. We'll basically have to hook it up to the next machine. It'll come out of this machine and go into this machine. And it'll just work its way down the line until it goes through all of them. If it gets denied at any point, it'll come out to a belt over here. And we'll have a belt that just basically comes down the side here and goes over to the denial bay. Last thing on the line will be this cargo diverter. It will divert if it has an inspection sticker on it. It'll send it over this way, which will put the machine to check it on. And if it doesn't have a sticker on it, it'll just go on right through. So we can grab this one. This is the contents checker. We're going to flip that though. So that is the last check basically. So if it gets checked in contents and it's valid, it'll come out this way, which means all valid parcels will be coming out down here. And if it gets denied, it'll be sent down this way. And we'll put a belt going down this way. Let's actually move this over one. Right there. And we'll put like a denial belt coming down here. So this would be the denial belt. And we'll need some joiners like this coming down the direction so that it can And so all these denials will come to this belt here, and it'll just go all the way down to here and over to that bay over there. Here's my first attempt at it. The denial side worked out pretty well. It's pretty efficient, nice and streamlined, so it looks good over here. But over here we have some problems. This is the first machine it sorts it. If it's pre-approved or pre-denied, it sorts it out and sends the rest forward. So if it's pre-approved though, it kind of comes out here and has nowhere to go, right? So I would have to run it all the way down to here to hook up with the rest of the packages that have been approved. So that's not super ideal. We'll have to come up with a better solution in going forward. But for now, this should get me up and running. What I'm going to do is actually just bring this out here, loop it around, and just shove it back into the system. So even though it's been approved, it's going to go through the checks anyway, just so that it can hook up with the rest of the packages and not have to spend a fortune on running belts all the way down there. And then what I'll do is this belt comes over here and just dumps out the denied packages right here. So I can grab them, put a sticker on them, and run them over to the denied bay. And what I'll do is I'll run another belt that comes out of these two. This is all approved packages, and then if it gets inspected, contents inspection, it comes out here. So we'll join these two. These will be the approval belt. And I'll just wrap that around and bring it back down to the table here for temporary purposes, just to get us up and running so we can just sit at the table. The next thing I have to do is really concentrate on getting these packages unloaded out of the trucks automatically, because right now it's holding me back. I'm kind of slow at it, and I'm not getting as many packages as I could each day because I'm constantly running back and forth between bays unloading packages. Whereas if we had an automated system to do it, we could get a lot more packages out. I haven't done upgrades to this portion of it just because I can't keep up with what I currently have. So we could get packages delivered even faster, but I don't have a way to automate them quite yet because I just need some more money. What we'll do here temporarily is we'll just grab some of these conveyor belts and just put it back into the system. So this will come out over here. We'll bring it over. We will grab a bend. Run it down here. Let's grab this bend here. Move this out to there. Then we can put a joiner in there. I think I have a joiner somewhere. So this is definitely not ideal, but it'll get the job done for now. Alright, so that's that for now, and then we just gotta grab a belt from the end of this and wrap it back around and bring it to the desk here. Alright, so I'm down to $300 left in my bank, but I got this conveyor belt ran down here, so now it just drops off the approved packages right here. We'll have to put a sticker on them and sort them depending on where they go, you know, plane, boat, or train and truck. And these are denied ones right here, so now we can just go ahead and open for the day and get our packages. We definitely have to concentrate on working on getting these unloaded faster. That's going to be my next project, I think, before we redo this, because I want to be able to process more packages in a day to make more money. Let's grab this and let's just start unloading the packages. I'll show you what I mean. Like, it just takes me forever to do this. So that is 3 packages there. That sends that truck on its way. We can run down here, grab this one. This is the easy part, but now I gotta unload them, which isn't too bad, but again, Parkinson's slows me down here. It's quite, I can't really move my hand with the mouse, so that'll have to do. I'm gonna run down here. This truck's been sitting here, so you know I'm only getting like 100 packages a day, maybe, not even, and I could definitely get more than that if I could keep up with this. So we'll definitely work on automating this next. So it takes me a little bit longer to do this stuff. Like, so I usually run looking at the floor just because I can't move my hand up, right? Like, it's just Parkinson's. I don't have control of my hand, so I'm kind of operating blindly. I can get it up there, but it just takes me a while to move up there. So it's easier if I just stare at the floor and run. I know it's probably not the best for YouTube, but it's what I got to do. And same with here, like I can't flick my wrist, so I have to just kind of strife back and forth and grab the packages this way. I can't get as many in a day as I could But if it takes me an extra day or two, it takes me an extra day or two, you know? That's why if you're playing this game, you could probably get more money quicker because you could unload these packages much faster than I can. But the good news is I'm still able to play, so. That's why often if you wonder why I run like staring at the ground or something, that's why. Like I can look up, but here's how long it takes me to look up. So that's as fast as I can move my hand. So if I can just use the keyboard and use the mouse keys or the arrow keys to move faster, that's what I do. But it probably drives people nuts when I'm running, looking at the ground. Here's the royal mess I made. It's kind of hard to maneuver in this small space and get all these packages unloaded. So again, we'll definitely focus on getting these package automated unloading here pretty soon. Let's just go and start throwing some of these on here. So this is automatically approved. So let's just see where this one should go. Approved, so it should come out to the right hand side of this and just get right back into the system. Yeah, so it's then just going to go back in the system and it's going to go through the checks even though it's already been approved. So we'll work on fixing that in a future update of our conveyor belt system. Nice. So it's just going to do its thing. Now it's finding like a rejected one. This one here is rejected. So this should just come right out to the left and go right to here to be like we should probably actually separate these two belts because these ones coming down this belt aren't going to have denial stickers on them, whereas this one is going to have a denial sticker on them. So I think we're definitely going to separate these out. Move this just out of the way for now. Nice, so these will be already pre-labeled. We'll know that they just need to go straight over to the bin here. And then these ones we know we'll have to stick a denial label on them. So now we don't even just, so this one should just go right out to the denial side. Now we can just basically load this thing up. Probably gonna want to get a curve in here and just run some extra belts so we can preload it. And that way we can come over here and start like loading these while those are processing. There was a little bit longer entry belt there. Now we should be able to just queue these up and stick a whole bunch on there. Then while they process, we can work on labeling the ones that have already processed. So we'll see how many I can stick on here. It's nice that way while those are processing. Let's get this out of the way. And we can package up the scale, we don't need it anymore. Now like these we can just run over to the belt and drop them off because they're already pre-labeled. And then we know ones that come off this belt here are denied but need labeled. Let's grab one of these and just test it real quick. Make sure our diverter system is working. So like that's going to come, that should be sent down to the package inspector because it has a sticker on it. Nice. So we're actually going to send those back through the system again because I don't remember what stages I was at when I was doing those. But let's see if this one gets approved or not. Yeah, I got approved, but we're going to stick it back on the system just to make sure it's approved because I was just stockpiling these earlier in the game. So we can just get all these processed again. I need to buy the bigger pallet. It's becoming a choke point. Let's get that pile out of the way. These are just conveyor belts. We got a couple denials here. We can process these now. While waiting for those to go through the system, we can kind of work on this stock pallet over here. So this should kind of speed it up a little bit for me. But we might as well process them while we're doing it. So this is approved. Some of these are going to have stickers on them already, so maybe let's make piles and use the pallet instead of trying to run all the way over here every time. That'd be kind of tedious. Yes, we'll make a pile next to the bin for train and truck, and if it's maritime or plane, we'll run it over there. This one is a truck but no sticker. So really we should sort those other ones too, so that we can not have to look at it to see if it has a sticker or not. It's got a sticker already. Where's it going? That's trucks. We can just stick it in the truck pile. So the system definitely needs some work, right? Like we need to sort some stuff a little better, so we're not looking at all these packages trying to figure out what's what. And they make cargo diverters too, so you can send it a certain way if it's a truck delivery or not, but we're a little bit of ways away from that yet. But I guess this is better than what I had before. And it's not too bad for a first attempt, I guess. We're definitely going to fine tune it as we go. Make sure they're always processing a couple at a time so we can get something to work on. Alright, so we can go work on these, process these. So this one is already denied and labeled. Denied and labeled. These packages are denied but not labeled. And finally, these packages are approved, but we just have to sort them to see where they go. That is train, so we can stick it in the train pile, and we'll bring a pallet over and take it away. This one is pre-approved. Train, so we can stick it over there. That one is approved train. This one is train. That is boat. So boat ones we'll just run over there now and just throw them in the pile. It's not that far. Straight shot. So let's get some more packages processing. So this is what I'm going to do for the next couple of days, just earn some more money. And then we're going to work on getting the system automated so we can unload these automatically. Because that'll save me a boatload of time. Probably going to revise this a couple more times just to make it more efficient and something a little bit nicer looking. But for now, it gets the job done. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.